Hi, I'm Adriana Cowdin. For most of my life, I have chased the traditional version of success, the titles and bonuses, the boardrooms overlooking Central Park. I spent decades as an executive and in the C-suite of Fortune 500 and private equity brands, and I loved it. Until life threw me a curveball that I couldn't work out or outplan, called pancreatic disease. Within a year, I had the Whipple, where they removed 2/3 of my stomach, over half of my pancreas, my bile duct, and a good chunk of my small intestine. After an 18-month recovery, most of it bedridden or in a wheelchair, we learned it actually didn't take in my case. So 3 years later, I had a total pancreatectomy with islet auto transplant. 3 teams of surgeons operated over 12 hours to remove the rest of my pancreas, harvest islet cells from what was left of it, and transplant those into my liver. This is how and when I became a type 3C diabetic. I have coded, yes, code blue, more than once. I have had to say goodbye to Eric, my best friend, husband, and love of my life, because my body was failing faster than it could be treated. I was told I only have a 25% chance of living to 21, yet somehow I'm still here. Since then, I've lost more organs, but I have found much more purpose. I built a digital agency from my hospital bed and ER rooms, grew it to over $1 million in annual revenue, which is something that less than 2% of women business founders ever achieve. And I also started collecting hospital bracelets like people collect vacation souvenirs. These days, I live with more than 30 diseases: pancreatic, liver, Addison's, lupus, Sjogren's, more than I can even keep track of, quite honestly. But every morning I wake up, I put on my signature red lipstick, Chanel Ever Red, and I face the world with a smile and a stubborn streak that has saved my life more times than I can count. So yes, I am a former C-suite executive. And yes, I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm a chronic illness warrior, and now I'm an author and reinvention strategist. Most of all, I'm still here, despite all the medical experts saying I should have been gone by now. I wrote Stubborn as Fuck to share the 13 certain truths that have gotten me this far. The same truths that can help you rise, reclaim, and reinvent your life. Each chapter shares the story, breaks the myths, and ends with what I call as a glimmer, which is a tiny moment of light that reminds us we're still here, still fighting, and still becoming. If you're looking at me thinking, you'd never know she's had over 24 surgeries in 10 years and lives with 30 diseases, survives on a feeding tube, she looks great. Good. That means I've done my job, because I work damn hard so you see me and not the diseases. The truth is, most of us do this. We put on our lipstick, log onto Zoom, walk into our day while hiding the burnout just beneath the surface. I call this the lipstick mafia. So if my story resonates with you and you want to hear the full version, pick up a copy of my book. I also love sharing it with audiences live who are ready to rise, reclaim, and reinvent their lives. If you're planning an event, a conference, or hosting a book club, let's talk. I'm Adriana Cowdin, and if I have learned anything, it's this: stubbornness, when paired with purpose, can save your life. It saved mine.